Hello everyone again. Here's another video on Soul of Eden gameplay, and yeah, it looks like I'm recording right at the time of challenge, and I know that a lot of you guys wanted to see it, so I finally thought I would also be able to have a chance to play another deck other than Republic. So let's first take a look at the deck list, and then we can jump right into challenge. So I play one Medibot, 3 terminites, 2 exhaust, 1 of the burn sisters, 1 crawler, 3 of these venomites, 3 of the painlings, 1 twisting vines, 1 Leon, 2. I honestly believe this is one of the best cards. The Xenocly. I play 2 of those, and also try to get them as high level as I could. Plus 3 of the prime venomites, 1 of the soul tormentors, which actually come in really clutch. 1 Nicola, 1 Terminite Queen, 2 of the Scorpioneers, which deal a lot of damage, especially on the Guardian base, as well as 1 Leecher Den, 1 Tadakatsu, and then 2 of the Prime Leechers. Alright, so the main point of the deck is that, because I have more of a Republic playstyle, that it's just mainly reacting to your opponent with cards like Terminite Queen, and also delaying your opponent with a card like Prime Venomite that attacks really quickly. And just like the Rocketeers, they stay right at the Guardian attack range, so they can just stay there until your opponent does something about it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And I also I guess I did really want to incorporate one of the new cards that just came out with Belle. So just for the sake of the game, why don't I try to fit a Belle in here? So in case you guys didn't know yet, Belle is a card that just came out a couple days ago. And she's a new legendary, costs 5. She does pretty high DPS and has a very high attack speed as well, for what it's worth. However, her attack range is only far, so unlike the Terminite Queen or like the Prime Venomites that fit my playstyle a lot better, she will still be pretty close to enemies, as well as the Guardian, so that she's right in their attack range. However, she does have a really cool passive, which a Death Rattle, which summons a Blood Bloom, which, in case you guys don't know, is just a structure that deals damage to any unit around it. And if Belle also gets close enough to the enemy Guardian, or dies to the enemy Guardian, her bloom will actually be able to attack the Guardian as well. And another cool fact about it is that it has pretty high HP, while the duration is 30 seconds. So just like the Scorpioneer, it's a good way to just get chip damage onto the enemy Guardian. In terms of countering this card, I'd probably say the best way, if you are playing aliens, is just Terminites, because Terminites can also prevent the healing effect of the Blood Bloom, which the Blood Bloom effect is every time it kills something, it gains 438 HP. So in order to play this card, I think I might just swap out one of these Prime Venomites. Although these do fit, I feel like these are a lot better than her personally, but yeah, I think that's the way to go. Alright, so actually, should I cancel that and take out her? Nah, I think Terminite Queen should stay. Alright. Oops. Alright, and for those who are wondering, a cost, I know this seems a little more high cost than the other ones, but personally I think as long as you play right, it really doesn't matter how expensive your deck is, as long as you are maintaining an elixir advantage over your opponent. So it looks like I already have 2 wins, but anyway, we'll still see how long, how many games you can win with this. Alright, here's our opponent. I think just 1 tank would be enough. And personally, I think the rest of the hand is pretty good. I like to have a healthy mix of units that I can respond with, like Terminites plus 1 tank, and something that I can play while nothing's happening. So like, for example, both me and my opponent could be nothing way past the 10-minute mark, or way past the 10 elixir mark. And this is just something good to call to just waste time. Okay, so he calls that, which I really hate. So we'll call a leecher den. So because everything's level 10 and challenged, this becomes a lot scarier. And he also called the bomb. So as long as we can make it past this rush, we'll be able to do pretty well. So let's call Venomites to do some good AoE damage as well. And looks like we can actually make it past this. Now that most likely. But my opponent's doing nothing but just spamming turrets and spamming certain. Okay, I think we can slow down in time. Nope, we can't. That sucks. I was about to say that is one good thing that these are capable of doing. They are able to just stall bomb, so that as long as they're close to the Guardian can't get one attack in. Plus they get one attack in, which will actually effectively just kill the bomb before they can get anywhere. All right, so it looks like we went pretty equal there. Let's call Belle.
A flower for this world.
And then let's use her. Get that? Oh, that is terrible. That really sucks. That really sucks. Yikes. At least her death rattle went off. And now let's call Leon. I would really like calling Leon on the left or the right, because whenever your opponent tries to call something, they usually call in a horizontal pattern, which then allows you to like attack at a horizontal angle, which will effectively get all the units, especially units like terminites. Okay, this is getting really annoying. Alright, perfect. I got Terminite Queen just in time. But he also called that just now. All this. Oh, yes, there you go. And there's so much going on that I don't really know what to do. But I think I lost this, and that's really unfortunate. I just can't do anything against all of those. Oof. So in that case, that is just something that my deck struggles with. When everything's level 10, everything just becomes extremely broken, especially stuff like those faceless altars, which personally is probably one of the most annoying cards in the game, because just, oh, looks like it's him again. That's unfortunate. Then we'll keep the Leecher Den again, and we'll keep the Scorpioneer. Yeah, we'll just keep everything, because we have to deal with all of those pesky spawners, which just do an unhealthy amount of damage and just provide way too much support. So definitely a recommendation, if you want to be as annoying as possible to your opponent, just level up all your altars if you're playing Empires or Beasts. So he calls Hilda. I'm just going to wait a little bit longer. Call Leecher Den here. And also call the Venomite right here. Call the Terminites right there to slow it down. I don't know what just killed all those. I wasn't paying attention. Let's just Scorpioneer this. Alright, so it looks like because the Leechers are doing their job pretty well, let's just call more Leechers for an additional support. So this time my opponent looks like he didn't have Faceless Altars, which just to him is unfortunate. But I also feel like he got pretty lucky getting all of those in the first place. So it looks like I think I just win this. There we go. In case you guys are wondering about, oops. In case you guys are wondering about why I don't play catapods, catapods are really good, but I feel like they belong more in Republic, even though they share the same, even though they share between Aliens and Republic. Mainly because this card in itself, the Venomites, are just an amazing unit that, where the attacks cost enemies to take 20 more damage. I'm not so sure whether or not the effect stacks, but either way, 20% is not a number to laugh at. These just provide way too much good support. Plus the catapods, as good as they are, I believe they just don't provide like it just doesn't fit with the playstyle of this deck. Yeah, so glad that one went well. So let's play another game. Alright, after 3 minutes of waiting, we got another game. I really do enjoy recording challenge when I have the chance, because that just means there's no excuses of whether or not you lost or not. Of course, you could just have unfortunate hands. However, at the end of the day, you can't really complain if you lost to someone at the same exact caliber as you. Alright, so I don't have any long range units, so I might just do this at first. And I got the same exact card. Let's call Leon.
Let's hope you're worthy.
Plus, let's call the Scorpioneer right here. Okay, now we got some Venomites. And I just took way too much damage, I just realized. But he did just kind of nut his hand with 2 Fugitives, 3 Witch. I don't know why he did that, but he did call 3 Fugitives as well. 2 Fugitives, 1 Red Witch, and the Brute Axe, which is about 9 Elixir, which I kind of spent the similar amount of mana on. And it looks like my opponent just didn't have a good way to respond. Yeah, and that was it, I guess. Alright, so usually a challenge, I think like a good number to be satisfied with is just getting to the next one where you get 50 soul stones, and that's when you go positive on your soul stones for the challenge. Of course, you definitely want to win all 9 challenges, but at the end of the day, it's usually the top players who usually get that far. I've only done it once so far, but yeah, let's just get into the next game. I also appreciate Soul Eden changing the main lobby music, because the other one sounded way too it didn't sound as fitting to the game. Alright. Oh no. In case you guys don't know who this is one of the top players in the world, so we'll see how we do against this. I think I'll just keep this hand because I don't know what he's gonna bring. Probably gonna lose this, but let's do it. Calls the hands. I'll let that wait just a bit longer so they can get closer. And he had a response for that. Well, the Xenoclaw, I probably should have called it a little closer to the outside of the stench circle. Let's call it terminites right here. Call Leon.
Let's hope you're worthy.
I think I kind of lost this immediately though. I couldn't even kill anything that he had. call Venomites right here. And let's call Metabots to help him out. Honestly, whenever I play against an opponent, I know who's probably going to beat me. It's just let's just stench that. Yeah, but whenever I know I'm going against an opponent who will probably beat me, I'm not as smart with my plays. Oh, that is just brutal. I somehow made it out of that, but I'm probably dead. Yep, I'm dead. If he calls a stench, I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead. I just made a stupid move just right there. Yeah, I definitely could learn more from this guy, but yeah, unfortunately that was the last match. I should have started when I was at 0, and also at 0 losses, so I can play it a bit longer. Because of that, I'll probably jump onto ranked for just a little bit longer, but I mean, I honestly can't complain with this kind of result. I only lose 5 soul stones, and especially if you, the way to maximize the amount of soul stones you can get every day, one is have a friendly match, or find a friend who has a quest to have a friendly match. There's that. You can also get soul stones from getting your matches highlighted on the SOE TV. I think the max is 2 per day, and honestly, unless you play a lot, you won't be getting featured more than once. Yeah, all my games might have been outdated by now, but pretty much every time you have so I have one right here. That was an hour ago. So every time you have a match highlighted on SOTTV, you get 50 soul stones for that. Plus, make sure you fulfill all your missions every day. Plus, I did pay for the subscription, which allows you to get 50 soul stones every day with this one right here. So in case you guys are wondering like how to get more soul stones, it's just spam challenge as much as you can, really. All right. Now that I think about it, I think I'll just restart challenge again. I know RIP is on, but there's really no better time to play than now. I think this is a fine hand. I'd say Republic is probably one of my hardest matchups, though. I think inherently Republic has one of the most easy counter matchups with almost every other faction. I'll just call Leon. Oh, yikes. And call it that. So in this case, that's why Prime Venomite is extremely good, because it slows down the movement of that thing. And I think I'm just going to let Leon die, honestly.
I won't accept this.
So, in order to show you how to counter this exactly, we'll call this here, plus terminites right here. Okay, he was prepared for that. Let's call Belle, just to get some damage in. Alright, we defended ourselves pretty well. Let's do this.
Seeds of death must be sown.
And that's why the blood blooms are really good. You can see it's actually just doing chip damage on that grenadier, and also it heals itself every time it does that. So it really punishes units that are placed right at the. It really punishes units that are just hanging around in the pockets of the Guardian, which is usually one of the best places to protect yourself. Let's do this. And also, a good way to punish mobs is by calling Xenoclaw. Let's call 2. And these are just brutal, honestly. And let's call them Metabots. And now let's call it Venomites, because these Venomites really help dealing more damage to huge tank units. Now let's call it Burn Sisters. I should have probably called that on the right side. I wasn't being smart about that. And now let's exhaust the Guardian and call it Terminites. Alright, there we go. Terminites is also a very good card to back up while your tanks are approaching the Guardian, because as your Guardian is only attacking your one tank, the Terminites will just be able to continue to deal excessive damage to the Guardian. Alright, let's play another one. Alright, this will probably be my last game, but otherwise, while I get to say it, I really do appreciate everyone tuning in to watch these videos. I'm pretty confident that a lot of people who are watching, however, you know, they are already players of this game. Just want to take the time to make sure everyone is still promoting this game, because obviously, although I do notice the number of players starting this game rising, I still feel like we can definitely get this game to be a little more popular. And I currently have no tank, so I think I'm just going to respond to whatever he has. I might do. There we go. One good thing to keep in mind about Beast is that they have no form of solid removal when it comes to your units. So, if, for example, if I call a unit like Prime Leecher, the only one that can really turn it against me is like units like Ana. But otherwise, it's really not a big deal to let loose a unit like this. Let's use Exhaust. And I think he'll just, yeah, I'll just let him do that. Let's call this here. Plus, let's do this right here. Call the Venomite right here. Do some solid damage onto that. Come on, no, too late. That was stupid. I think I'm gonna have to do this instead. Okay, and overall he won that exchange. So I'm gonna wait to call this one and get some advantage off of what he just did. Let's call Leon right here.
Let's hope you're worthy.
So you see how Leon just did that? He's able to attack horizontally at all those units.
Fresh living creatures.
I won't.
However, Stench is a very good way of removal of a lot of mobs. Alright, so in order to do this, I think I'll just do this, plus Venomite right here. Terminites right there. And after Nicola dies, we'll back that up one more time. That Snowy Owl is actually a very good unit too. It's good to keep in mind how good that is. I did not mean to call it that way, but let's do this to hold it in place for a second. This game actually might end in a tie. Let's exhaust. Scorpioneer right here. Do some extra damage. There we go. Alright. Well, you guys were able to see 2 losses and 4 wins now, so I think that's probably enough for today. But like I said, I do really appreciate everyone tuning in to watch, and I also really appreciate how everyone's leaving feedback for me. And yeah, so today I wanted to show you guys Aliens. Last time I showed you guys Republic, and I think I'll just probably go in order for you guys, but in case you guys don't want to, I'd be more than happy to show you guys Empire. I have a really cool build that I pretty much just copy pasted from the leader of the other clan. So yeah, thanks again for watching, everyone, and I'm sorry this one felt a lot more rushed than usual, but I just wanted to make sure I get to keep pumping out content and just put out more content on YouTube. And also shameless promotion for someone else. Let me look up the name real quick. There is someone in the other guild that goes by the name Keebleback. No, that is such a lie. No, that it is Bacchus. This player who's in the main guild, he's actually now streaming, and although I don't know the exact times, he is now streaming Solo Eden on Twitch. So make sure to go follow him, because I know he's a much better player than I am. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video, and thanks again for watching. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Thanks again for everything, and yeah, peace out.